is my man, Josh. Came all the way up from Rhode Island to be here tonight, and he's a mycological Chaga Josh. Mycologist. He's a mycologist, and he's going to drop some knowledge.
I think it might be better to do an acapella. Acapella?
Yeah, what thing? Yeah, he's going to drop some serious knowledge. Here you go. All right.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here, and I feel I'm lucky to be here, and I drove 5 hours to get here, and yeah, everyone who performed was really great, and I pretty much love mushrooms. That's all I do is hunt for mushrooms all the time, and I don't really hang out with people anymore that much, and I got really good at identifying mushrooms, so I learned a lot of Latin. There's a lot of Latin and, species and genus names and stuff like that, so the more I learned, the more I realized there's some really cool words, and they sound cool, and you probably have no idea what I'm talking about when I'm going to do these poems, but they mean a lot to me, and they're the first really anything I've done written. So anyways, I'll go ahead and I'll do my mushroom raps, or poetry. Alright. I'm so nefarious, finding Cortinarius in various areas, appearing wherever the rain carries us. I know you're curious, acting garishly when flashing blue lactarias. I bet you think that that's hilarious. See, I'm serious. Xylarias, Daldinias, Letoporuses. You find them where the forest is. Polyporus umbellatuses. Graphola frondoses. You find those where the most oldest oaks is. Some are saprotrophic, and some are mycorrhizal, and there's some facts about medicinal mushrooms that might surprise you, like cancer-fighting properties. And psilocybes been used to open the mind since the time of Socrates, and quite possibly much older than philosophy, inoculated on Earth brought by the Anunnaki. Don't soak it in sake unless you're sure of the species. Ganoderma sugi is the hemlock reishi. Nectria on some tree leaves. It's not easy to key a red russula. There's like 1,000,003,000 of these. Is this chaga or a canker from a tree disease? The style's hotter than the stars in the Pleiades, hotter than our own sun, 10,003,033 degrees. But like a bird in the trees, I'm out on a limb. It's all about mycology. That's Thank you. All right, and then after I wrote that one, I started writing other ones. So here's more. Hooray for foray! Got my backpack and tackle boxes ready for the species count. Hopefully, we'll find a squamanita. It be a parasitic on a gallerina for a host, but that's only for the most mycologically advanced. So don't take a chance, because if you take a chance with Mushroom ID, you do the depth dance, chill fool, and check with experts like Bill Yule, who'll put you back on the right track and give you field tools that you can use in the future to help you ID, and key the mushroom down to the species scientifically, using your hand lens to magnify the scabers on the lexinum you found under the Pseudosuga menzizii, underneath the bright sun and a breezy sky, where the species lie growing slowly if it's really dry. My style's glabrous, smooth like the fabric made from alpacas and hanging like the spores from an ascus. This foliota got me stumped like a quercus, subvolutinous with small squamules on the surface. In the growing cesspitose, yellow clusters on a rotten log in the deep forest just west of a forgotten bog, where I found canoxybes growing in the moss and leaves. Basal bruising, blue in color, just like pea cerula peas. That's the second one. Let's see. Okay, here's the third one. I find them fibrillose, tomentose. All around the old growth forest floors went terrestrial, porous pores, densely packed, showing signs of being a elitist. Seeing is believing when retrieving the elitist. Check it off the checklist as I'm seeing if the tree fits, the description on the key list, as I magnify the leaflets on the twig associated with the present poroid specimen, full of betulin, triterpenoids, and extra dense. Hard as a rock if you need to break a piece off. Get a hammer and a little elbow grease off the meat sauce. Grab the canker, wrap it in a cheap cloth and be off. Bring it home, ask Linkoff. He drinks the tea broth. Filtered through the loose tea bag just like a cheesecloth. Get them off birch trees often, even if the season's off. Nature's medicine won't cure the deep cough, but in a recall, promotion of this polypore could stimulate a seesaw. Effect causing sales in farmers' seeds to drop. Nature's wisdom on the uprise, pails of farmers' beans to crop. Growing mycorrhizally, not surprisingly, if we all act wisely now, we could put an end to many crises. Using agents found in myxomycetes, solving problems larger than our eyes see. Oh, look what I see. A bunch of shiny, short black dogs and those funguses. I wonder if we can all have some fun with this. Black as midnight, deliquescing with parathyses we saw, scoped them out, spores exuded through the perithecia. Gelatinous black mass referred to as the matrix. In front of this black ash below the drooping salix, on the fallen quercus with 8 spores in the ascus. Plus I always ask it if it's ever in their baskets. People in the know like Alyssa Allen know the reason why. Camerops petersii makes a great dye. That's the third one. So you probably don't understand really anything I'm saying, but it sounds cool, right? Alright. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna beatbox because basically they call me Beatbox Josh, and I'm known for beatboxing, and that's what I'm really good at. And usually when I go to poetry readings, I won't say anything. I go up and I go.